Everything's important.
Oh, I'm so glad
Yeah.
to know that. Okay, so honey, Redneck Reckoning.
This is Redneck Reckoning, Bruce Mo, and my lovely wife, and the intelligent one of the bunch
No, he's
is
not a Luddite.
uh, Kit Brennan, also known as Pitbull Politics.
Yeah, well,
Well, what are
go
we going to
ahead.
do today? This is something that we just like. I've been busy as hell, and so I haven't been on forever. And I says, I have to say something. Well, there's been so many things that have been pissing me off lately, and I just don't have the time. It's like, oh, guess what? Some people work in the world. I mean, really, really, lots of people sit there, and I don't want to be snarky about it,
Oh,
but
you do too.
well, okay.
Well,
Guess
we were
what?
those people
Guess
too.
what? You're going to be hungry now.
Some of them
Okay.
are.
Well, some of you are. Some don't have themselves to be the reason why. Lots of you people, it's your own freaking fault.
If this doesn't
You know,
show you what it means to be dependent upon the government for
you're,
your survival, I don't know what will.
yep. But what this is, nothing to do with what I'm talking about today. That's what's so crazy about this. I just says,
There's so
Kit,
much.
we have something. It's been champing my butt for a long time. Two things, and there's many more. And you'll sit there and say, these aren't the most important, but basically everything's important.
Yes.
First thing, yes, first thing that bugs the hell out of me for a long time is the autism thing.
Yeah.
It just scares me that these that people aren't talking about our basically I'm pissed off because you guys aren't our age. I sit there and I talk about it, I hear the statistics, I understand these things, and I get my stomach goes like, what the hell's happening here? But there's nothing happening with it. Oh, I know what's his name?
It's well,
Kennedy is talking about it a little
right.
bit, but it's going to go nowhere. It's like
And people are under the
it's
actual
like well,
impression
I was
it's
gonna say
hereditary.
I was gonna say it sounds like remember Heidi Camp was gonna breathe help the Indian natives out there that having troubles with the child abuse. Same thing here. Everybody sits there and says, "Oh, we're gonna help this. We're gonna help this." Nobody does anything. Nothing ever happens. That's what pisses me off. Nothing ever happens about it. Autism. Oh, that's not happening. Okay.
Mm.
One. One in 751 kids used to have autism back when I was a young
Actually,
kid.
the non-vaccinated people,
Yes.
one in 750 something
Yes. Well, that's
have
exactly
has autism currently today
right. And guess what? How many do
that are
that have
vaccinated.
vaccinated? One in 45.
Yep.
So basically, that was the statistics from the olden days when we weren't vaccinated. Well, we are old.
Like we
I'm
came over in a Conestoga wagon. Sorry.
well, we did. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to talk about how old we are, but the situation is bad.
Yes.
I mean, that means a little more than 17 per 17, 1 out of 17 people, or 17, if you have, wow, my math is going to shit here.
It's all right. You're the mathematician, sweetheart. I'm
17
not.
times more people, more kids get autism after they get the shot. And we're not doing anything about it. We're not saying anything about it.
Well,
That's what really ticks me off. It's like going, come on, guys.
may I?
You
The
shoot.
McCullough Foundation's landmark autism report overturns 25 years of lies and vindicates Dr. Wakefield after decades of exposing vaccine risks. Um, a landmark review of 300 plus peer-reviewed studies confirms what thousands of parents and Dr. Wakefield tried to show back in 1998, a link between the MMR vaccine, gut inflammation, and neurodevelopmental regression, aka autism. Wakefield never claimed causation. He called for an independent investigation. Instead, he was smeared, silenced, and stripped of his license. What the parents noticed was put on the shelf. You were told you're not a medical professional. You don't know Jack. You take a healthy baby in. Healthy baby's vaccinated. You get back a child that goes through hell. and comes out not the same child you took in, and you go, something's wrong here to the doctor, and the doctor is programmed to tell you you're an uneducated idiot. And since 1998, probably beyond that, but this guy had the guts to come out and say it in 1998. What date is it today, honey?
Good God,
2025?
25. It is.
This has been on the shelf.
I'm getting old.
This has been on the shelf for that long. How many babies, how many children, how many families have been forced to suffer because the lobby for big pharma and the pockets that needed to be lined in politics was greater than someone's care for your child and your family?
I mean, this is really happening. Okay, we have I rent houses. 3 out of the 12 houses have autistic kids in them right now. And this is right now. Over the years, I've seen quite a few autistic kids that go through the my houses. This is scary because when I was a kid, I remember we had one autistic kid down in the valley from me. That's the only one I remember for like 40 years. This is getting outrageous. They are killing us. Not killing us. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
They're
But
ruining the lives of
quality of life, if not
Yep.
quantity.
And the thing is, it's kind of interesting because I was talking to one of my renters who has an autistic kid, and she says, I remember taking my kid in for vaccines or whatever they want to call them. And she came out and she says, there's a new kid. It was like something happened in those 2 days. This is sad. This is what's happening in our country. It is not because of spectrum so wise and stuff.
It is
It's
not
like these
hereditary.
kids that I see are not just like kind of on a spectrum. They are autistic and their lives are going to be tough and they will not be able to work or do anything in their lives but
Take
but
drugs.
yes. And guess what? We have to pay for that. Or the parents do. Usually we as a
Insurance,
group. Yeah.
insurance,
Yeah,
quote unquote.
and guess who pays for the
Affordable
insurance?
Health Care Act.
I mean, this is something that really bugs the hell out of me because they don't give a damn about your kids. They don't care. I mean, is it? I gotta sit there and that's one thing I asked Kid earlier, and I don't know if she had a good answer or not. It's like, why are they doing it? Are they just doing it because pharmacy they get the money?
It's a big piece of it.
It always is a big piece because money is the answer. But it's just like, you tell me. I want to know
I
what you're
think it's a
thinking.
giant experiment.
Well,
Because here's the thing. We know with the advent of AI, and I'm not trying to get you off topic here, but we know with the advent of AI, they're going to need less humans. They're going to need less worker bees. Okay. So if you need less worker bees, what you need to do is you need to reduce the hive because otherwise you have people that are consuming and not contributing. So if you want to try to figure out a way to convince drones that they're happy, because a lot of autistic children are very specialized. They can do a job without having to think and not having to be, I mean, they're programmable in many ways. They certainly aren't forming social attachments, so they're not going to rise up and fight you.
no, they're not.
There's a lot of things that come in very positively. Not to mention that at the front end, you get to download a lot of pharmaceuticals into these children in order to keep them compliant.
It's, I guess, I sit there and I know, actually, I just watched Rain Man. There, of all the autistic kids I've seen over the years, there's, I'm sorry, guys, they're just confused kids.
Damn few Rain Man.
I know. So it's like, it is interesting what's happening. And I tell you what really gets me, like I said before, what really gets me is nobody's getting pissed off. Have you ever said anything about
They're
it?
defensive about it, but
But no.
a lot
No. I'm
people are
talking about the
defensive
average.
about it.
I'm talking about the average person.
I am too.
But why are you defensive? I mean,
Because
you
you
sit there and you're not.
fine.
But you're not doing anything about it, are you? Do you realize that this is happening, and you're not doing anything
Okay.
about it?
Okay, the parents I talked to knew it happened. Some of the parents
Yeah.
knew it happened, but they also know The doctor's not going to do a damn thing about it. The doctor's the one that has to report it to VAERS.
But-
Doctors aren't going to go, oh, here's my hand wanting to be cut off and take my career with it if I report this to VAERS.
Of course.
So
of
the
course.
doctors aren't going to do it. So who the hell's going to do
But
it?
that's what I'm trying to make. My point is not the parents of autistic
No.
children, not anybody. It's the average person that sits there and says there's wrong here. But are you one of the people that sits there and says this is wrong and I want to do something about it? No. There's not enough of us people that are doing it. Me and Kid are like ancient almost, and we're still sitting there and going to sit there and get pissed off about it. Is anybody out there going to give a damn about it? You sit there and go, "Oh, that's wrong." Are you going to do something about it? That's what picks me up. I'm sorry, I'm pissing off and I'm lecturing people that are listening to my broadcast. That's not logical if I want other people out there. But I really don't give a damn
Well,
because I'm sitting there saying, hey, I'm telling you what's happening out there. And you guys got to do something. Help me about it.
I have a greater
Spread the
problem with
word.
the apologists, as I call them, the people that go, you're just a crazy loon conspiracy theorist.
Yes.
This is hereditary. The reason they're finding it more is because they weren't looking for it before.
That's
Yada,
exactly
yada,
right.
yada, yada.
I did, yeah.
That's like the excuses that they're giving as the numbers keep rising. Now, if the numbers were going down, I'd be a little bit more able to take their excuses, but the numbers are rising. Therefore, there's not a correlation here. Now, granted, I'm not a scientific genius, and it's probably best because even I, as a general layperson, can look at this and go, Houston, we have a problem.
And where is the problem? Well, I'm going to tell you, we said it 100 times, and we always say it. The media. The media, they tell us what we are supposed to believe, and you guys believe it. You sit there and listen to, well, I hate to use, 1100, and you'll believe whatever they say. You listen
CNN,
you listen to CNN and
MSNBC,
if you want,
NPR,
you're going to
Fox
listen to it,
News.
you're going to believe whatever they say. And this stuff has got to stop if we're going to change this world, if we're going to make this country or the world better. And that's what gets me a little bit is not
Follow the
doing a damn.
sponsorships.
Yes. All right. Now, you have anything else on autism?
Oh, this is your thing. I'm just
Okay.
along for
There-
the ride. I'm
all
just
I'm
trying to
doing-
row the boat.
Yes, I know. And all I said originally, I just said I'm just pissed off. I have no organized thoughts. I'm supposed to,
Okay.
but this is how this is how the
Say one thing.
Kitty.
I-
I'm saying that this is about this program is we're just going to sit there and I'm going to sit there and say what bugs me lately, and this is the other thing. Okay.
I will say one thing. What bothers us so much is that it's the children that are being used as pawns in this game.
In this game, yes.
And that is what I always told my students, animals and children, please have bail money because I will go to the max to protect animals and children because they're defenseless. They're truly, truly defenseless. And when I see what I believe to be an orchestrated movement like this, and we were talking just today, we sat and were watching streaming television. What did we see? 5 ads in a row that were all pharmaceutical.
Ooh.
And
really
the side effects at the end
sound worse than the disease.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yet-
my God.
People are still lining up for booster this, booster that. Give me this pill. They don't even know what they're getting the medication for, babe.
I know. I don't even know. I mean, sit there and you know.
Go to your doctor and find out. Are you freaking nuts?
And yes. Oh, we're gonna take 72 vaccines before your kids are 10 years old.
Because they might catch something.
They might catch something. And of course, then again, the immune system. Oh my God, there's so many things we could bitch about this.
Okay, go to
But-
number 2.
Oh, number 2.
I
You know,
apologize.
one thing that bugs the
I do
hell out of
not.
me too.
I do not.
Oh, many things bug me. You know that. But one thing I always think about is lately is because we went out and that's what we were talking about the last one, and this one is the water in Grand Forks.
The price.
And you know what? The price and the ability for them to shut it off, and people are not doing it, and they just sit there. And this is interesting because the water prices are not even going up, not even close to inflation of the country. They are going outrageous lately. And the number of people that are being cut off are getting, well, let's put it this way. I called up one of the girls, and she's a real sweet girl, and we're talking about it, and she goes to me, we cannot cut off everybody that we're supposed to because we just don't have the time. That means that thousands of people are supposed to be cut off of water, not thousands, but hundreds are supposed to be cut off with water. They're using this as a weapon.
We're landlords. Okay. Just discretion there. But we're landlords and people are supposed to pay their own utilities
Yes,
for obvious reasons.
for us.
And what happens, of course, is in Grand Forks, if someone defaults on a water bill, we as the landlords are responsible to pay for that. Therefore, when people start falling behind, we start getting a little worried because, of course, we set our rents with the understanding that we won't be paying those utilities. And all of a sudden, those utilities come home to roost at the end because by the time they're able to cut them off, sometimes we're looking at $1,000 plus bill that suddenly drops into our lap because somebody didn't pay it. The city didn't cut it off. And I'm not saying I want people's water cut off, but what we are saying is it went from $80 a month on average from what we saw.
70, yeah.
And that included garbage, yada, yada. But when we started getting these overdraft bills, $300 overdue, $400 overdue, $500 overdue.
600,
because they're on an average of over almost $130 a month. Now, it doesn't take long to get up there, all right? And so when we got the shut-off notices started coming to the house, Brucey I told him, I said, call him up, tell him, shut him down. Because I know we're going to end up having to pay that bill. Okay, so they needed to pay something or they had to have some money. And the girl literally told Bruce, well, we'd love to be able to shut them off, but we've got people working all day long shutting people off, and we just can't get to them fast enough. What does that tell you?
Something's happening. This wasn't, well, I've been doing this for 27 years.
This has never happened before.
No. This has been coming up in the last 3 years probably. And it wasn't during COVID.
No.
Nope. It's pretty much right after
the smart meters.
Right after, yes, the smart meters, whatever.
Right after the smart meter.
But well, we could go through AI. Oh my God, we could go to that and go crazy.
Stay on tap.
But
I want to make something very clear though, before you stop, because I read the city council notes for Hillsborough, Portland, Mayville, et cetera, et cetera. Do you know the number of people that are showing up with accounts past due for water in those small towns as well? Who have all installed smart meters. This is not a Grand Forks issue.
No, that's what I was going to make sure everybody knew. Think about it. The water, what the heck? Has water become more expensive?
Or is it just being established and made to be rare?
I tell you what, simple thing is, and I'm going to bet on this, somebody's making money off this.
Oh, God, somebody's making
money. And that's the thing is, somebody's making money on the drugs that cause autism. Everything that is going to shit in this country is caused by somebody making money.
Money and power.
Yeah, same thing, I guess.
Yeah, money and power.
It is. But I tell you what, I mean, lots of things. This is only a couple of things that are going to that are bad. There's so many things that
people.
Yeah, but I mean, you look at it, you think about these things, you go, okay, they suck in this bullshit. But it is something that you have to start looking at, and it isn't just. It's like the big things that are happening right now. I don't want to ignore them, and I just didn't feel like talking about them today, is like martial laws coming in. By the way, First and Second Amendments are especially the first one,
Yeah,
is
well,
going to shit really fast. But right now, we're talking about autism and water prices.
the reason we're talking about that is because so many people, when it's things like the First Amendment, the Second Amendment, and everything else, their eyes roll back in their head because they say that doesn't affect me. I'm not censored on Facebook. I'm not censored on YouTube. I don't have a gun, or nobody's infringing my right to go shoot my deer, et cetera, et cetera. But the thing is there's too many people with autism to ignore, and
Yes.
everybody gets a water bill.
And
But,
they're going to hell
but,
high.
but everything is intertwined. It's all interlinked. If you only are caring about autism or only caring about a water bill or caring about them both, okay, that's the tip of the iceberg. We are faced with a war on so many fronts right now. And if all I have to do to get you to pay attention is have you agree, yes, my water bill's outrageous. Yes, my child was fine until they got autism, whatever. If that's what it takes to get you to pay attention, number one, and number two, speak up slash do something about it. We can retire and go home.
I'd like to retire to go home.
I'm, but
Guys,
too many people are like, what can I do?
what can you do? What can you do? Well, obviously, you can sit there and, well, okay. Best things to do is buy things from the right type of people,
Small business,
small businesses. I mean, there's okay.
direct from the farmer if you can.
I tell you what, there's the only thing is make sure you start bitching. That's the only thing that's all you can do. We could sit there and have a whole day on how to help the situation.
Email, phone call, your city council, your county commission, email, phone call, your state senators, your congressional rep. Make yourself the boil on their butt.
There's only a couple out there that are doing it, and they're getting their asses kicked
Because
because
they're the lunatic fringe.
yes, the lunatic fringe is getting their ass kicked, and you guys are sitting there saying, "This sucks, this sucks, this sucks." I'm not doing anything about it.
Because somebody else will. Somebody else is getting tired and old. We're getting tired and old. I know, speak for myself. Okay, I'm tired, you're tired, I'm old. We're good.
Yeah, you are 2 years older, baby.
I am. You young
But
pup, you.
we, like I say, this was just something I said I want to do, and I says, Kit, I haven't talked about Redneck Reckoning for quite a while, and I know I'm busy as hell, but I sit
Everybody's
there
busy.
and
I
I sit there,
understand.
and my point is, get out there, do something about things that are important.
The one of the I can't remember the quote, but it comes basically down to when they came for this group, I
Okay.
was silent because it didn't affect me. When they came for that group, I was silent because it didn't affect me. When they came for me, there was nobody left to object.
Yes, that would have
Double
been.
paraphrase,
No, actually, it was a pretty good.
but
That was about the Jewish people.
but until it impacts you, no one seems to care. So we thought because of the numbers, plenty of people either have or know someone who's has autistic problems. And certainly everybody gets a water bill every month. And start there. Start there. And rather than just saying, there's nothing I can do about it, I need to pay it. Well, that's kind of how we got here.
Take it. Hey, this is Redneck Dude Reckoning. Talk to you next. And I hopefully I'm a little quicker, but like I say, some of us have to work for a living.
And Pitbull Politics will be back. I'm just gathering guests and stuff. I'll be honest, it's tiring doing a show every week. It is. And we run businesses. We're busy too. So when people say those two old retired farts don't get it, we're still working.
Yes.
We're still working.
And we're whining.
Well, you do exceptionally well in whining, but
First one for the day.
I will say one thing, folks. Unless you say something, they're going to ignore you. And they're gonna probably ignore you even when you say something the first few times.
We need lots of
We need a lot of-
assholes and bitches out there. That's what we need.
I wear that bitch moniker proudly. Do.
All right.
Oh, I do. I actually had an employer once who said, you know, kid, if you were a man, you'd be assertive, but you're a woman, so you're just a bitch. And I smiled and I looked at him and I said, but I'm a really good one and I do your job for you, don't I? So, hey, folks, don't let aside comments like that stop you. If somebody doesn't like you, oh well, their problem. And in the meantime, fight like the third monkey trying to get on the ark.
Third.
Third monkey.
All right. That words of wisdom shall end the program. Hopefully not forever.
Everybody,
Take
please,
care.
please take care and God bless.